Hi folks, I am Alan Watt and this is Cutting Through the Matrix.
Hi, I am Alan Watt, back Cutting Through the Matrix, and we've got Sarah in Florida on the line. Are you there, Sarah? Hello, Sarah?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, go ahead.
I was just wondering, is there any significance to Ronnie James Dio, how he does the metal horns? And is heavy metal music part of the grassroots culture?
Heavy metal, you understand the history of the muses and what came through music. And you had the classical, and then it went to the sort of jazz, ragtime, and then it went into what they call pop. Pop in Masonry is dad, is the father. And then from there, you went down the road, you went going down the hill, and you went into metal, and then heavy metal. Heavy metal is an allegory of King Arthur's sword. It's also the lead man. The alchemists in ancient or old masonry talk about turning the lead into gold. That was the man himself, perfecting the man. So when you have heavy metal, it means they were reversing it and turning you back into lead. They're making you dumb and stupid. That's what it literally meant. And then when you bring it down to rap, you wrap it up. That's what a judge does when he passes sentence. He wraps the gavel on the square, and that's it. That's the law. It's the end. So you've gone right down a sliding slope of manipulations with an agenda behind each phase of it, which has been very successful until you hit the bottom, which is rap. You wrap it up, and at the end you have nothing left, but you hop along. You hop along. You're wounded. You're out of the picture. This is literally how they give you these terms as for occultic meanings. Hello?
Okay. But is there any significance to the metal horns and the masonry symbols?
Oh, yeah. In all times, the horn itself, that was a horn of power. That even in ancient scriptures, they mentioned the horn of power. The ram's horn was one, then it turned to metal. And they used to use brass and even more expensive types of metals too for some particular kings and queens. So it's a symbol of power, the actual horn itself.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for calling.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. And yeah, everything has another meaning. It's the very same thing with politics. As I say, when they create crises, etc., it's not really so much that they must do so to please themselves, it's to convince the public, because then they're going to give you the solution. And remember, whatever happens and is handed to the public is done for a good reason, and you always take the good reason, a plausible reason, even if it's just barely plausible, and you accept it. But above that, there's always the real reason. And it's the same with your whole culture creation industry. You'll find that there's hidden occultic meanings behind everything you take for granted. Every single thing you take for granted. And I was looking through some heavy metal and different artists' covers on their little discs. I was in the store one day, and you see them making the flash in the square and the symbols of masonry in the actual photographs too, because most of them belong to the OTO, the Order Templi Orientis, that is a Freemasonic institution set up before Crowley, taken over by Crowley at one point, and he worked for MI5 and 6. That tells you all you need to know.
From myself, Alan Watt, it's good night, and may your God or your gods go with you.